Good morning, everybody. This is Kevin Cale and Farmer Hughes from the Irish American Club of Berkshire County, and we join you this morning from the studios of WTBR 89.7 Pittsfield Community Radio. Good morning, Farmer.
Good morning, Kevin. And let me ask you, and good morning to all your listeners, but how was your week?
My week was fine, Farmer.
Excellent, excellent. We had an easygoing week. Everybody's doing well so far, and I hope we have a really nice show planned for you today.
Well, I like this show on Wednesdays because it warms me up for my Irish dance classes. At 8:30 on Wednesday at the Elks Lodge on Union Street in Pittsfield, and my listening audience is more than welcome to join us every Wednesday at 8:30 at Lodge 272 on Union Street in Pittsfield. There's about 10 of us.
Really?
Yes.
And are you the senior one there?
I probably am the senior one there, actually. I think there's someone there who's a couple months more senior than I am. But nonetheless, we have enough to do a couple set dances, and that's a good thing. But I got a nice show planned with you, Farmer, today. We're going to be listening to Martin Hayes, Sybil, Christy Moore, we haven't heard from him in a while, Peter Donnelly, and the Wolf Tones. How about you, Farmer?
I'm going to do some original Irish boys, some of the Narrowbacks.
Oh, good.
After Hour.
Okay.
EP, and some Luke Kelly.
Excellent. So we're going to start off our show this morning with Martin Hayes.
sad I kissed away your tears, my fond arms round her flinging. The foam and shot burst on our ears from out the wildwood ringing. A bullet pierced my true love's side in life's young spring so early, and on my breast in blood she died, while soft winds shook the barley. But blood for blood without remorse I've taken at Owler's Hollow and placed my true love's clay cold corpse where I full soon will follow. And round her grave I wandered drear, noon, night, and morning early, with breaking heart whene'er I hear the wind that shakes the barley, the wind that shakes the barley.
There's a beautiful bog near Allen Wood where Johnny Doyle is king, where I get the sap and I get the sauce and hear the curlew sing, where the heather and the moss grow, the turf lies row after row, out there in the sun to dry. I breathe it in as I walk on by, where the kids and dogs mucking together, bringing home the turf no matter what the weather. And the bog man, deep down, it's where I come from. I'm walking along the seashore in a distant land, dreaming of Bardenstown, of Bridie, Frank and Nan. I put the saddle on the pony in the corner field and canter down the lane, heading for the yellow bog. Sonny's on a slane. He's cutting deep into the turf. He's pegging it on up high. Neddie's catching on the bank and Gary's laying it out to dry. They're footing it, they're cutting it, they're clamping it together. They're bringing home the turf, no matter what the weather. And the bog man, deep down, it's where I come from. I'm a bog man, deep down, it's where I come from. And when they heard the Milltown bell ring out, the turf men paused to pray. Bridie's coming down the meadow field with the billy cans of tea. Nanny got the basket on her arm to feed them hungry men. The Dowling girls around the bog in the heat of the midday sun. I'm dreaming, dreaming of the jet black loam. The roots of the long haul journeymen keep calling me back home. From way out west in Canada, from deep down in Geelong to it's where I come from. I'm a bottom man, deep down, it's where I come from.
Welcome back to the Sunday Sounds of Ireland. This is Kevin Cahill and Farmer Hughes, and that was Christy Moore. Where I Come From is the name of that song. It's also the name of the album. And before that, you heard from Sybil, Sibeal. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it right. Yeah. Mulbronum Ferrigan, which means the wind that shakes the barley. And before that, we heard from Martin A's, one of our favorites, with two reels, The Collier's Reel and Johnny's Wedding.
That Sybil is, she's got quite a voice, don't you think?
Yeah, she does have a voice. And actually, I should try and have someone who knows pronounce that name for me, because there's a fada over the E. So I don't think Sybil's the right pronunciation, but we'll figure it out. We have something from you coming up, Farmer.
We do. We have the start this set with Galway Bay by the Original Irish Boys.
If you ever go across the sea to Ireland, then maybe at the closing of your day, you will sit and watch the moon rise over Claddagh and see the sun go down on Galway Bay. Just to hear again the ripple of the trout stream, the women in the meadows making hay, and to sit beside a turf fire in the cabin and watch the barefoot gossans at their play. For the breezes blowing o'er the seas from Ireland are perfumed by the heather as they blow, and the women in the uplands digging praties speak a language that the strangers do not know. The strangers came and tried to teach us their way. They scorned us just for being what we are. but they might as well go chasing after moonbeams, or light a penny candle from a star. And if there is going to be a life hereafter, and somehow I'm sure there's going to be, I will ask my God to let me make my heaven in that dear land across the Irish Sea.
I just walked in. The gate was open. I just walked in. How many horses in heaven? How many horses are here? How's all my friends and relations? How many horses are here? I just walked in. I just walked in. The gate was open. I just walked in. You show me pastures aplenty, green grass grown far and wide, streams of sweet flowing water, woods are sheltered and fine. And you show me bell-top wagons, campfire with people outside. And you show me piebalds and Clydesdales, and a mare with a foal by her side. I just walked in. I just walked in. The gate was open. I just walked in. We'll go traveling with horses in heaven. We're traveling easy and slow. We got that good Lord to guide us. We're welcome wherever we go. So let's drink to the horses in heaven. Let's drink 'cause horses are here. Let's drink with our friends and relations. Let's drink all this heavenly beer.
That was Colin McInerney. He's a frame, one of the frames. And the name of that instrumental, Slán leis an Farang, A Farewell to the Sea. And before that, we heard from Porrick Stevens. We were just commenting, Farmer and I, that we haven't heard anything about him in recent months.
Nope.
So he's usually playing around somewhere in the area, and I'd certainly like to see him again. So if you hear anything, let me know.
Me too.
My number is 413-770-7512 if you want to let me know or have any suggestions for the program. But first up on that set, we heard from you, Farmer.
We did. We heard from the original Irish Boys, and that was off the album 40 Irish Songs Everyone Ought to Know. And the song was Galway Bay.
Galway Bay, classics. So before we hear from Alan Kelly, some of the news from Ireland, a further 16 Irish citizens and their family members have been evacuated from Sudan since yesterday. This is from the RTE News. This brings the total brought to safety with the assistance of other countries to 88. They were evacuated from Sudan through Djibouti, Jordan, and Cyprus. The Department of Foreign Affairs said today that the evacuation flights by EU partners and the UK are continuing. A consular and emergency civil assistance team on the ground in Djibouti is continuing to work with people as they are evacuated. This assistance includes arranging accommodation when needed, advising on onward travel arrangements. The Irish embassies in Jordan, Egypt, and Cyprus are providing consular assistance to Irish citizens and their families as they arrive in these countries. It is said that Irish citizens who are still in Sudan are continuing to register on a daily basis, and embassy and department officials will stay in contact with anyone who has registered. Who knew there were so many Irish people in the Sudan?
I didn't think our Fitzgerald skins would freaking take the heat over there. I don't know.
Well, apparently it does. But anyway, they're being evacuated, and we hope and pray that they all become safe given the troubles there.
Yep.
And now we're going to hear from Alan Kelly and his song Out of the Blue from his album Trip to Dingle.
just turned 16. My home is in Monaghan, the place I was weaned, and I learned all my life cruel England's to blame. So now I am part of the Patriot game. This Ireland of ours has too long been free. 6 counties lie under John Bull's tyranny. So I gave up my boyhood to drill and train, and made me a part of the Patriot game. They told me how Connolly was shot in a chair. His wounds from the fight and all bloody and bare. His fine body twisted, cold, battered and lame. They soon made me part of the Patriot game. In souls, and I wish that my rifle had given the same to those quaslings who sold out the Patriot game. Come on, ye young rebels, and list while I sing. For the love of one's country is a terrible thing. It banishes fear with the speed of a flame, and makes us a part of the Patriot game, and makes us a part of the Patriot game.
Midnight comes and people homeward thread. Seek out your blankets and your feather bed. Home comes the rover, his journey's over. Yield up the night time to old John the dreams. Yield up the night time to old John the dreams. Across the hill the sun has gone astray. Tomorrow's cares are many dreams away. The stars are flying, your candle's dying. Yield up the darkness to old John dreams. Yield up the darkness to old John dreams. Both man and master in the night are one. Some things are equal when the day is done. The prince and the plowman, the slave, the free man, all find their comfort in old John dreams. All find their comfort in old John dreams. When sleep it comes and dreams come running clear, the hawks of morning cannot reach you here. Sleep is your river, flow on forever. And for your boatman, choose old John dreams. Yes, for your boatman, choose old John of dreams.
Such a pretty song, that one.
It was a good one.
John O'Dreams, from the best of the Dublin City Ramblers. And I first played Alan Kelly, the great button accordionist, with Out of the Blue is the name of his album, and the name of the tune, Trip to Dingle.
Trip to Dingle.
Trip to Dingle. It is from the ocean side, I'm assuming, not on the highway. Yeah. Hey, and you played something in between, Farmer.
I played the Narrowbacks, and the song was the Patriot Game, and that was off the After Hours LP.
So, in a continuing effort to smooth out the peaceful, shall we say, relationships between the British, the Northern Irish, and the Republic, Marie O'Neill, the incoming head of the government in Northern Ireland, will be attending the coronation of Charles when that happens. In years past, not recently, but in years past, Irish nationalists have boycotted these kinds of things. But she thought that in an effort to continue the good relationships that are going on right now and to further some other areas of disagreement along the road to solution, she would go to the coronation. She did attend the funeral of the Queen. So good luck with that to Miss O'Neill, and hope that's successful as well. And now we're going to be hearing from Mr. Van Morrison.
Keep your New York joys. I'm bound for Illinois. just as fast as I can. You New York women think you make a fool of any man. You play all kinds of games, and you cheat if you can. Treat it like a tool, make a man a fool. What a beautiful model. Got my money, that's it. How come you mind if I split? Going back where a woman knows the way to treat a man. And people are friendly without no hidden plan. It's the best in the Midwest. It's a real down city full of good folks who come from home. And when I get back, I'll never roam far from my shy town. Goodbye, farewell. I'ma see you later. Going to Chicago. So sorry that I can't take you. I come from Chi-Town. Chi-Town is my town. Hey, going to Chicago. Sorry that can't take you. No use in crying. Tired of your lying. Oh, ain't nothing in the screamy, dreamy town. Milky woman like you can do. I got a quick job. Can't make it with you. When you see me coming, baby, raise up your window high. Your window to the sky. Yeah. When you see me coming, want you to raise up your window high. Me passing on the fly, yeah. See me leaving, hang down your soul and wonder why, yeah. Hurry down, hurry down, hurry down, Dr. Sunshine. See what tomorrow brings. Hurry down, sunshine. See what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow might bring rain, might bring the rags of spring. Tomorrow brought sorrow. Mean and evil, you're mean and evil, and you do things you ought not to, ought not to do. You're a mean one. First time I see one. You're so mean and evil, you know what I mean? Do things you ought not to do. You used to be cool. Go find a new fool. But now I've got my money, honey, and I'm tough to put up with you. Hate you and your town, that's why I've got to put you down. Goodbye.
In a neat little town they call Belfast, apprenticed to trade I was bound, and many an hour sweet happiness have I spent in that neat little town. A sad misfortune came over me, which caused me to stray from the land. Far away from me queen of the land, and her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. I took a stroll down Broadway, meaning not long for to stay, when who should I meet but this pretty fair maid come a-traipsing along the highway. She was both fair and handsome, her neck it was just like a swan, and her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land, and her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. I took a stroll with this pretty fair maid, and the gentleman passing us by, well, I knew she meant the doing of him by the look in her roguish black eye. A gold watch she took from his pocket and placed it right into my hand, and the very first thing that I said was, "Bad cess to the black velvet band." Her eyes they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land, and her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Before the judge and the jury, next morning I had to appear. The judge, he says to me, "Young man, your case it is proven clear. We'll give you 7 years penal servitude to be spent far away from the land, far away from your friends and relations, betrayed by the black velvet band." Her eyes they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land, and her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. So come all you jolly young fellows, a warning take by me. When you are out on the town, me lads, beware of the pretty colleens. They'll feed you with strong drink, me lads, till you are unable to stand. And the very first thing that you'll know is you've landed in Van Diemen's land. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, her neck it was just like a swan, and her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band.
Anoninjena igen karşılasıdım, tam şamkhala nisnadu şekme, şayar gaslım hep anspervan varşıvı, tam şamkhala isnadu şekme, bağ bakılak perla, dremlak barkas, ahanolt kriva, ekticim levalje kri. Sia kai hune set, trim hev, da hialig me. Tam sham kholab, isnadu shigme. Ismu مخلوق أتوقع كاهيانسا هم شم خلا نسنادو شكمي داخل لفوانرد هنان هر فارغه تام شم خلا نسنادو شكمي كافكم لا عافيك أرى حسني ومررام سيدك تراو سيك برانردون سكان ميشفيون مردون أن ماجلو تام شام خلا نس نادو شيغمي
Tom Shea and Nicola. I'm sleeping in the bed.
Tom Shea and Nicola.
Dolores Keane there. I'm sure you all recognized her voice. Esteriche is the name of the album. There are several Esteriche's albums. I encourage you to buy them all because they're all very good. And Dolores Keane is featured on all of them, I think.
Really?
And my first song in this set was from Van Morrison, his album Roll with the Punches. And the name of the song, Going to Chicago.
Going to Chicago.
But you played something in between there, Farmer.
I did. We haven't played Luke Kelly in a long time. So we played Luke Kelly and the Black Velvet Band. And that was off the Definitive Collection.
Okay. I guess it was definitive everything.
I guess.
So now we're going to hear from Steve Quincy. Well, now we're listening to early recordings of Irish music. And this is Leo Ransom with The Dawn and Music in the Glen. And this is Kevin Cale and Farmer Hughes signing off for another week. Please listen to our show again next week, and please listen to all the locally produced programming here at 89.7 WTBR Pittsfield Community Radio.
And I wish everybody to have a great week. Be out there and looking for support for the Irish dancers that are needing your help to get to Ireland. And all I got to say is be good, be kind, and keep those Irish eyes a-smiling.
Gra Mugget agus Jehi Shahugan.